Stripped down to the bare metal skin to find exactly what went wrong within. Case is split open, gears in a row, under the light of the shed's dim glow. Measuring the bolt that fell in the pan, a tiny little hitch in the master plan. 5 millimeters wide, 35 long, the piece of the puzzle where it doesn't belong.
Okay, I'm going to try this with the camera on the chest mount to see if that makes it easier for everyone to see. This is the output shaft for the front sprocket. This side is the clutch, and when I pulled it apart, there's 3 prongs on the back of one cog and on the other, and when you put it into gear they lock in, and then that's how it rotates, and then depending on the gear that comes out and another cog will click in to make it rotate. So when it's in neutral they should miss, but if I hold this, when this is pushed in it's catching, so it makes that side turn, so it's in neutral, so that should sit still while the engine is running. But if I pull this out slightly, it spins freely. And I think when I put it together last time, it was put together like that, so the 3 were actually pushing on each other, and then that locked the whole thing together, and I couldn't get any movement at all. I pulled it apart, I've taken the gearbox out, made sure everything's back in place. Nothing was out of place, everything's gone back. The only thing I can find is this. So I did get the clutch, and I sat the clutch on here, and then when you do the bolt up here on the clutch, it actually pushes the clutch back against this, the thrust washer, and also at the same time pulls this out. And so I assume that's the free play, because this end is captive, that when this comes out with the clutch on, that allows it to spin freely. So I'm thinking it was just when it went together last time, it caught, because I can do that, pull it out slightly, go a little bit in, and then put it on top, and then it locks the two together if it was done up tight. So pulling it out, finding a loose spot, I think, for next time. And then when the clutch is put on, it should pull that out and allow it to spin freely. Now I can't find anything in any of the handbooks. I've got 2 different workshop manuals, and neither of them mention this. So if I was a mechanic, maybe I would know, but I'm just guessing, and that's the only solution I've come up with at the moment. So I am going to put all this again tomorrow, but this is the 2 here that's catching, and if this is pulled out slightly, it allows it to miss. And I think that's the only thing I can think of, is when I put it together last time, it was like that, and then the pressure put it together, locked everything, and I couldn't make anything turn. There is not a thrust washer in here. There is meant to be one on this side, and there is, but on this one there is no thrust washer. So it's the only thing. It's got to be this free place pulled out when it's assembled with a clutch on. And the piece I kept saying last time, it fell out twice, I think. Oh, look, there's a spare part. That could have also contributed to it being jammed up. That is this. It's like a thrust washer, but it goes inside the bearing. And when that fell out, the shaft wasn't sitting on anything correctly. That could have also been part of the problem. So and as you can see, it just pushed it out again then. Okay, I'll come back tomorrow and I'll have my son to help me again and take two and put it all back together again tomorrow.